Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's Ocean, and we are back playing some New World. I've been playing for a couple weeks now. We got our guy up to level 65, and kind of at a standstill right now. I have a lot of things that I could do, but I wanted to make some videos, and so I thought of a little series that we could do that is loot from 1 hour. And so we can go through a whole bunch of different things, and we're going to start very, very simple today. We're going to be chopping trees for green wood. And I want to see basically how much green wood we're going to get in an hour, just straight chopping trees. How much we could earn, at least on our server here or our world, how much we would earn if we sold all those, or if we were to, convert them into charcoal or, timber, or the logs, or the planks I should say. Basically I want to see what we're going to earn for 1 hour chopping greenwood. So we'll take a quick look at our set and our armor and all of our bonuses and stuff. So going down the line, I actually do not have any lumberjack boots. As you can see, I'm pretty low on cash, only 2.9k, and so I didn't want to spend 2.4k on the only pair of boots that was in the market. So basically I only have these 4 pieces of gear right here with reinforced logging luck. And so if we add up the total of this, we are at 18.6% just from our gear of reinforced logging luck, so a chance at finding rare items while logging. My only pair of pants here is the only one that has a logging yield, so plus 1.5% resources while logging. And then also, if we go to our Constitution, we could see in the Constitution you get a bunch of perks. So 10% logging speed, 1.5% for rare items. We got plus 50 encumbrance, fine. Minus 10% weight of logging items, 20% logging speed, 10% yield when logging, so add that to the 1.5%. And then 25% chance to chop down a tree in one swing. And then 10% chance of finding rare items while logging. So basically we're at what, 28.6%, and we're at 11.5% yield. So that is what we're looking at. Again, this is not the best setup, definitely can be better, but we're just gonna see on this kind of minimal setup here what we are gonna earn. So we're gonna be doing this in Ebon Scale Reach. You can kind of do this wherever. I just had a bunch of stuff in my Windsward store, so I didn't want to do it there. Basically, right outside the doors, there's a bunch of trees all over. These are young trees, so we will be getting green wood from them. So let's get this thing rolling and see what we can earn. I will start the timer right now. Alright guys, we just hit, oh my gosh, I didn't mean to chop that tree. That's not a young tree. But we just hit the 5-minute mark. Obviously I'm not trying to chop anything that's not a young tree. That mature tree snuck up on me. So we're sitting at right now, let's go down to our woodworking. We are at 1,053. We're getting rid of this age, whatever, we don't need to get rid of it. 19 petrified wood. We have 4 whisper wood, so we are getting rare resources from these greenwood trees. Yeah, 1,053, and then we were getting some resin. Don't know where that is. I will find it later, but we are earning resin as well from these. So overall, pretty good. I probably should have stopped that while I was going through this. So 45 seconds we got to put back on the clock. Start now. Aha, look at that, level 207, we got our first level. Oh, 2, 3. Oh, that was 3 in a row. That's the highest we've gotten for the 25% one swing cuts. Those are exciting. 2, 3. 4! Come on now, give me 5, give me 5, give me 5. 5? Oh my gosh, we got 5 in a row right there, that was great. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh man. Alright, we finally became encumbered. Let's go ahead and get rid of the gear set out here. Eesh. I dropped the aged wood that I accidentally chopped earlier, so it's the first time we are getting it encumbered. It's been 27 minutes, and we are at 5,500 green wood, 32 whisper wood, 98 petrified wood, and the strange resin is somewhere in my inventory. I still cannot find it, and I'm not going to spend the time to do so, but we're going to go ahead and drop this off. Again, we're at about 28 minutes in, so overall, we've been able to chop wood non-stop in this area. It's been great. I really am not looking to take any breaks during the hour. It's supposed to be 1 hour straight. Let's find the nearest storage unit here. I think it should be right up here. Yeah, let's go ahead and drop this off and get right back out to it. Alright, yeah, so I took a whole bunch of stuff over to my Windsward storage. So I was able to loosen up some space in here. I'm currently at 287 out of 1,500. And it took us about 30 minutes to get about 1,100. So we should be good for the rest of this. So we're at 28 minutes, 51 seconds. I'm going to start the timer now because this run back does count towards the clock because it is all part of the resource gathering. So let's go ahead and start it and we'll keep rolling. Well, we have 1 minute left on the timer and we just got encumbered. So I'm going to go through this batch of trees right here because we're all really close by. And then we will take a look and see what our final loot total was from 1 hour, basically straight. I did take one little break to figure out the storage situation, but overall, I've just been circling around from this area here to the left over there, and then up over here, and just rinse and repeat. And I was able to just constantly chop wood. So we got about 20 seconds left, and then we will take a look at everything that we've got. But we did get from level 206 to 213 wood cutting. I was actually not expecting to gain that many levels, so that's pretty cool. Alright, and that is the final tree, so I'm gonna walk my slow back all the way to the storage, and then we will take a look at everything that we got, see how much we earned. If we were to sell it, we'll see how much gold we would have got, and we'll take a look at some other, if we were to simplify it down into charcoal or make some planks out of it as well. So we'll take a look at everything. Alright, so final numbers. Let's actually go ahead and move this over here as well if it'll allow me. Yeah, look at that. So final numbers in the 1 hour of non-stop chopping young trees for greenwood. We acquired 12,213 greenwoods, 316 petrified woods, 88 whisper woods, and then we got 107 strange resin. We got 1 drop of drought of sap, 1 resin lump, 1 drop of sap, 1 resin shavings, 3 vials of sap, and 2 resin chunks. I believe that was everything that we got in there. I mean, these things must be pretty rare. We got a ton of these. We got a ton of the woodworking types, petrified and whisper wood, but very little of the craft mods. So interesting there. But let's go ahead and take a look at the market and see what we can sell all of this for. Let's go ahead and move this in here. We'll come back to these later. Alright, so after we looked through all the items, mainly the 3, because the strange resin, there's literally no buy or sell orders for that, so I'm not really sure what to price that at the moment. But if we were to sell all of our green wood, I would probably sell it, maybe I undercut it, or I try to sell it at the 0.06, but there's 7,290 available of that. So if I sold it at 0.06, we would get about 730 gold, but if I undercut and just sold quick, we would get about 610 gold. If we sold the petrified wood, we're looking at about, so this is what people do. They leave smaller orders in up here, and then really they want people to undercut the 0.05, sell it at 0.04, and that's where they buy it. So there's a chance we could potentially sell at 0.06, but if we wanted, we could just sit right at 0.05. But going based off of 0.06 to fill this gap, we're looking at about 18.96 gold, so really not that much. Really wouldn't lose much if we undercut some more. And then for the whisper wood, we would want to sell that at about 0.36, looks good to me, and that would give us about 31.68 gold. So just based on those 3 alone, 1 hour of chop-in young trees for greenwood is looking like it's going to net us about 600 and, let's see, 610 plus 18 plus 31. Looking at about 659 gold, not including the strange resins and the other items there. Working bonuses, so we like that as well. So let's have some fun. Let's craft it and let's see what we can turn that 659 into. Probably a little bit of a loss, but we'll see. Wow, only 680 bonus. That's not good. That's not good. We wanted a little bit more than that because I already know that is going to be a loss, but that's okay. It was worth the gamble there. So we're going to sell all of those timbers at about 0.14, I believe is what it was. Yeah, we're going to sell it at 0.14. That's where we want to go with it. So we got ourselves about 3,000. Let's just go do it. Timber. Where's it at? Where's it at? There's 3,733. Place a sell order. We're going to sell it at 0.14. All of them. Listing fee. It's only 3 more coins for 2 extra days. And confirm. 3,733 times 0.14. We're looking at 522 gold from that. So we did lose a little bit overall, about 90 gold from turning it into timber. So obviously keeping it as the greenwood and just selling it at that 0.05 price is better. But that's going to be it for this video, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy it. We are going to be continuing this series. I'm not too sure what I want to do next, but if you guys have any suggestions, please do throw them in the comments down below. And again, if you enjoyed it, please leave a like and potentially subscribe if you're feeling kind today. All right, thanks for all for watching. I'll catch y'all later on the next video.